Hey everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm Anthony Toma, your host. Today's episode is brought to you by Cafe Suco, Birmingham, Michigan, 600 North Old Woodward. All your smoothie, acai bowl, and wrap needs.
Best smoothie bowls in town.
There you go. Thank you. Today we're blessed with the presence of Lavar Frances with Compassionate Arms. How are you today, sir?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Doing well. Thanks for joining us. Why don't you start off by telling us what Compassionate Arms is?
Yeah, so Compassionate Arms is a personal care services agency. So we do in-home caregiving for elderly and disabled people throughout Michigan. What that entails is, if you need help with bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting, meal preparation, shopping, laundry, housework, medication reminders, feeding, any combination of those things. As we get older, we might not think we need the help, but a lot of the times it happens. So we provide those services, and the beautiful thing about it for our community especially, we don't like to put our loved ones in nursing homes or anything like that. So it allows them to stay living in their homes comfortably, and it can be, like as far as their caregiver, they can hire their family member, could be a friend, could be a neighbor, whatever the case may be, or, the traditional model as well. If you need us to help you find a caregiver, we can do that as well.
Explain that part, the part about it can be their loved one or sibling.
Yeah,
or
so the state has various programs in place, not just the state, I mean the various insurance companies and whatnot. They have programs that allow a caregiver to be hired for a person for those services. And a lot of people elect, they're more comfortable with the family member rather than a stranger. So a lot of people elect to do that. I would say, as far as my business, it's like 80% like family caregivers and 20% we find people for them. So, yeah.
What difference is it to your company or to the individual, whether it's their own person or someone you find?
Sorry, say that as far as...
So you said it was 80-20.
Yeah.
So what difference does it make to the individual or to your company if it's their own person or someone that you have to find?
So, yeah, obviously if it's their own person, those cases are easier to open because everything's already in place. We just got to get the application in and get all that set up. But if we need to find you somebody, that's going to be more of a process, especially, honestly, after COVID. People willing to work in that field has gone down a lot. So we do, if somebody needs a caregiver and we might not have anybody at the ready, we do job listing searches for people. So that's more of a process, whereas, the family caregivers are ready to go and easier to open those cases.
Gotcha. And then, so what's the scenario, the makeup of the home, the landscape of someone that's actually going to need someone like this, and then what are the costs to them, and how do they find out if they're covered through their insurance?
Yeah, so there's no cost to them. It's completely covered by insurance. There's different programs with different insurance companies, different areas, different level of needs. So what I would recommend is, if you're watching this and you're interested in learning more about it, give us a call. We'll get some information from you. Get the details, and then we'll based on our knowledge, we'll be able to point you in the right direction and suggest what we think is the best plan of action for you.
Okay. How would they give you a call?
Phone number 586-838-5640. Our office is in Sterling Heights, 17 Mile and Ryan Roads, 41551 17 Mile Road, Suite B. You can visit us on our website, compassionatearms.com, Instagram, Compassionate Arms. You could reach out to us through any of those channels, and we'll get in touch with you.
Is there an application process? It sounds like there's an evaluation process.
Yeah. So again, the different programs have a little bit different of the process, but generally it's a set of documents that need to be submitted to the state or the insurance company, and then typically a caseworker from the state of Michigan or from the insurance company will come out, assess the person, and evaluate their level of need, what their medical diagnosis is, what they need help with, all that kind of stuff. And usually the case will start from that point after that first assessment.
Gotcha. And then what are some of the typical needs that normal individual wouldn't realize that it was covered through the insurance.
As far as what?
So I have my dad
Yeah,
or whoever,
yeah,
and I don't know, he's kind of, they get older or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
not talking about my dad, I'm just talking about someone's dad in particular. They're getting older and they need, you can see that they need assistance, but obviously they don't
They
want
might
the
not wanna
assistance.
admit it.
But how do I know how can I tell as the son how the insurance company is going to view the case when they send a
Yeah.
caseworker out?
So one of the forms that's typically filled out is filled out by their primary care physician, where
Okay.
he'll write out all the medical diagnosis, and there's a list of tasks on a specific document
Mm-hmm.
where the doctor will circle, I believe this patient needs help with these things.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be in a wheelchair and completely
Yeah.
unable to do anything. I have people that just need a little bit of help and they're able to get services, and I have people that need, the full level of care. So there's that broad spectrum that we can get people covered through many different ailments.
So we talked a little bit before we started shooting, the difference between, there was a couple different offerings, different kinds of companies out there. So you want to kind of talk about the difference and the benefits of what you're offering?
Yeah, so you mean like the skilled versus unskilled?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, skilled care is going to be more so if you need a nurse to come out, if you need physical therapists to come out to the home, doctors to come out to the home, whereas what we do is called unskilled care, and that's going to be just the caregiving portion. So, the things we talked about, bathing, dressing, grooming, all that stuff, that's what we cover. And typically with the skilled care, there's only a short duration where you can receive those services, but with us, it can be ongoing. So,
Really?
like I started in 2015. My first day on the job, I took an elderly couple to the Macomb County DHS, and I translated on their behalf. And I didn't really speak the language at that point, but yeah, we got them approved, and those clients that I met in 2015 on my first day are still my clients to this day. So.
Wow.
We have long relationships with people, and yeah, that's what we love to do.
So I caught something that you said there. You said that you translated, but you didn't speak the language that well. Do you speak it better now that you're in the mix?
Yeah. So yeah, Arabic I speak, I would say fairly fluently at this point.
Okay.
Chaldean I understand. People in my office speak Chaldean.
Yeah.
But I can get by with pretty much, if somebody doesn't speak this, they speak that, and we're usually able to figure it out. But it was a process, and I did embarrass myself a lot in the early stages.
And this was in Arabic?
Arabic, yeah.
Okay, not Surah.
No.
Okay. So you obviously now like you said, you have people in your office that can help translate through and through, and most people that are getting to the age that would require this kind of service have someone in the household that speaks English and can translate. So
Yeah.
it seems like it's a perfect marriage, and something that is out there for people to take advantage of that really didn't know about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I've had people that they find out about me, and then we get as a caregiver, they get approved, and they start making $2,500 a month, and they tell me, Lavar, I've been helping my parents for years now. Where were you this whole time? So a lot of missed opportunities. So that's why I'm here, to let people know that these services are available, and spread the word.
I'm very, very glad that you came out, because I didn't know. I didn't know this was available, and we're covered. Like most everyone is covered for something like this, and it just takes a phone call to you guys. If they go to compassionatearms.com, is there a page where they can?
Yeah, there's a contact us form. Okay. There's a referral form where if you want to give information about somebody that maybe not yourself, you can give us their information, and we can get in touch with them that way. So there's options on our website to get in touch with us as well.
Very cool. Do you want to get personal at all? Tell people about your background, how you got involved and all that?
Yeah, so The company started in March of 2015 by my uncle. By May of 2015, late May of 2015, he unfortunately had a stroke. I had just graduated college in May of 2015, and so I went in there and thought, I would just run things while he's gone, and hopefully he would recover and come back to something that he could be proud of. And unfortunately, that didn't happen, and the ball just started rolling. Clients this person told this person, and so on and so forth, and then all of a sudden, I'm running a business that I didn't think I'd be running, but now it's been 8 years later, and I consider myself an expert in this field at this point.
Beautiful.
So.
And so you've helped a number of families since 15, right?
Yeah, I've probably helped over 1,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. What should people do, like, to kind of convince their elderly people to kind of accept the assistance?
Yeah, so there are, some people that are, especially in our culture, they're very proud. They don't want to admit they need the help.
Of course.
But there's nothing wrong with it. It's better than the alternative. The alternative is maybe getting placed in a nursing home or not having the help at all. So
or even falling.
Exactly. Yeah, falls. I have a story if you want to hear it.
Yeah, for sure.
I have one guy this winter. He just moved here from Ohio, and his first week here, he was entering his home. He fell at the doorway. So the majority of his body was inside. His fingers were outside in the cold. He was like that for hours, and unfortunately they had to amputate his fingers.
Oh my God.
So things happen. Life comes. You don't know what's going to happen in life. So just knowing that this is available to you if you need it is a big help.
And you're putting a family member on payroll, basically, right?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people do this and don't get paid at all. So
you're doing it. You're probably out there doing it now.
Yeah.
So might as well give Compassionate Arms a call, reach out, fill out the contact us form, and figure out where you stand. Because it's a huge benefit, and it's your right actually to these funds that are available through your insurance company or maybe some government assistance in some sort of way.
Right. And honestly, not just my company, I would say family caregivers are the majority of caregivers that are out there actually. So there's nothing wrong with procuring these services at all.
Right. So you said there was a little bit of a shortage, or maybe not a shortage, but the process takes a little longer for people to, for you to find or identify somebody.
Right.
If there's someone out there that is in limbo right now and is an empathetic person with a big heart, how would they get a hold of you? And then is there a process to where they can kind of get on your roster so that they can be?
Absolutely, yeah. We're always hiring caregivers. So if you are watching this and you want to help take care of somebody that needs your help, on our website, we have an email. You could email careers@compassionatearms.com. You could, again, fill out the contact us form on our website. You can give us a call, and we can. There's a long list of clients that are waiting for somebody to come along, so we can get you placed fairly easily if you're interested in that.
That's amazing. What are some of the qualifications that they would require?
So there's no license or anything that needs to be completed, but being an empathetic person definitely, and we offer training and support, so we'll walk you through what needs to be done. And we'll be there with you every step of the way through the assessment, through the case. If you ever need information about this or that, we're always here to help. I'm constantly going to people's houses, translating for them, and making sure that they're getting what they're obligated to get. So
yeah, what kind of hours would someone like that need to keep or have to keep? As far as an employee, like someone that came on, or what are the responsibilities of some of these people, and how much time is actually applied
Yeah, so that's again something that there's a broad range of, whether you want to do it as a side hustle, make it work just part time, or you want to do it full time, whatever the case may be. There's people that need a little bit of help. There's people that need a
Okay.
huge amount of help. So we can speak with you, fill out or find out exactly what you're looking for, and place you in the right spot from there.
Are there opportunities for people in your system that are already helping their personal loved one to be able to assist part-time somewhere else? Have you ever thought of that?
Like taking care of another person or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're doing this already and you want to work more hours or whatever the case may be, yeah, we have, like I said, we have a long list of people that are waiting for somebody to come along and provide them care. So yeah, if you're doing this already and you want to help more people, absolutely, we would love to have you.
What are some of the things we'll find on your social media when we do get there?
So our social media presence, as far as Instagram, like honestly, in the early stages, everything was word of mouth. Until recently, I did like no advertising, but
Yeah.
now, we're starting to spread that out. And so on our Instagram, you'll find information about what we do, but also tips about,
How to take care of someone?
yeah, how to take care of somebody, how to prevent elderly falling, how to remind somebody about their medications. We try and provide as much support as we can, because a lot of this stuff, there is no manual that you're given, so
Right.
we try and fill that gap.
You cover the Tri-County area? What do you
We
cover?
are approved to provide services in all of Michigan. The
Okay.
majority of my clients are in the Tri-County area. I have specific contracts in different areas that are more lucrative than others. So the state of Michigan has the home health program. That's basically the basic program that covers the whole state. So we are approved for that program, but we also have contracts with various insurance companies, and some of those insurance companies pay better than the state's program. So again, that's why I say give us a call, and we'll get details from you about what your
Gotcha.
situation is, so that we can, hopefully get you the most pay and the best benefits possible.
So what insurance is covering this? What carrier? Like, so I'm an insured.
Yeah.
What insurance is this?
So Medicaid, and there's different companies that do Medicaid. So there's straight Medicaid, there's Meridian, there's HAP, there's Molina, there's Aetna, Priority Health, McLaren.
Almost everything then.
Yeah. So Medicaid is the main, and it doesn't even, in certain situations, you don't even have to have Medicaid. If your level of need is very significant, we can possibly get you approved even without that. But there are waiting lists for some programs and stuff like that. So again, that's why we recommend calling us, and we'll figure out what's going on and see what the best place to place you is.
Very, very good. Is there anything that we didn't cover that comes to mind?
No, I think that's
Yeah, I mean, people got a boatload of knowledge.
yeah.
I think this can help a lot of people in our community and other
Absolutely.
communities as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
I appreciate you coming out and kind
Thanks
of
so much for having
talking
me.
about the difference between the skilled and
Yeah.
the what did you call it?
Skilled, unskilled.
So yeah, we got to change the name of that. Unskilled,
Yeah,
'cause
that
that's a
doesn't
real
sound
skill.
too great, but
Yeah.
it is. It's a great job,
Let's
It's
fix that. We're gonna hit up Mr. Obama and see if he can fix
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We close out every episode by asking our guests, what does it mean to you to be Chaldean?
What does it mean to me to be Chaldean? Means that I'm blessed, honestly. Blessed to be a part of a community where family still means something, where we have those shared values, shared morals, shared sense of community, shared religion. You can go into a place of business, and if you see a Chaldean owner in there, you're going to be more comfortable than probably would be otherwise.
Yep.
Growing up, like my upbringing was, I would say, fairly typical Chaldean upbringing. Every weekend we'd go to Nana's house, and everybody would get together. And it really is that takes a village mentality. I've learned valuable lessons, not just from my parents, from my siblings, from my cousins, from my aunts, uncles, grandparents, even the people that I've met through the business. You know,
Yeah.
elderly people have stories to tell and a wealth of knowledge. So, you know, I've seen people that don't have that level of support, and you know, it's a blessing to have that.
It really
for sure.
is. Yeah, that's a great answer, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Go check out Compassionate Arms. Do yourself a huge favor. Do your loved ones a favor. Check it out. Reach out and get blessed.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, give us a call, and we'll do our best for you to get you what services we can.